What's going on, guys? It's NYPrepper here. I'm hiking in the Black Hills National Forest in South Dakota, and I just wanted to show you guys the beautiful scenery here. This is an excellent bug out location. If you live in the western United States, the Black Hills is a great area to bug out. And just wanted to show you guys the beautiful terrain here. We're just hiking on a snowmobile trail. I got my 500 Magnum because we are in cougar country. Normally when I hike in New York, I'm concerned about black bears and coyotes, but out here in the Black Hills, I'm concerned about cougars. I'm also concerned about elk and bison, especially bison, but elk can be dangerous as well. Got my buffalo boar bear loads. We're just going to go on a short little hike here on the snowmobile trail and see what's out here. I want to see some mountain lion tracks, and that's why we're walking on this snowy road here. See if we can't find any mountain lion tracks. So far we've seen deer tracks, but no mountain lions. So, alright guys, so stay tuned and I'll show you what kind of stuff we find over here in the Black Hills National Forest, South Dakota. We got some deer tracks over here. Guessing these are whitetail. So it's a good sign that if there's deer around, that means that there's definitely cougars. I just really want to see cougar tracks in the snow. That would be amazing if I could see that. And the forest here, the forest is a mixture of ponderosa pine and white birch. As you guys can see, some of the birches here. This is like an experimental forest area. So what they do is they do some logging here, and they clear cut some areas here. Temperatures are about 20 degrees right now, mid-20s. But, you know, these young forests are really good for deer and elk, especially deer. So that's a very good sign if I want to see some mountain lion activity, because they're not going to be too far from the deer. Look at these beautiful birch trees everywhere, guys. So this is a trail we're walking on. It's just a snowmobile trail. You could see some guys were using it to snowmobile. So it's a beautiful area. Absolutely gorgeous here in the Black Hills. Unspoiled wilderness. So secluded. I love it here. It's awesome. And it's not too different from upstate New York, actually. It's pretty similar tree cover, I would say. It's not a whole lot different. But look at how beautiful it is here, guys. And there are no grizzlies here in the Black Hills. There aren't even black bears, actually. There are some black bears, but they're pretty rare. It's mostly cougars here is the main predator, and coyotes as well. So got some maybe coyote or fox prints here going down into the woods there. It's very open terrain here. Good thing is the rattlesnakes are all sleeping right now, so that's a good thing. I'm hoping we see maybe a elk or something, or bison. That would be really cool. Just wanted to show you guys more of the scenery here. Coming into some firs and spruce here. So far no signs of cougars, just deer and that coyote track. Got some prints over here. We should try to investigate. Some old prints in the snow here. Probably mostly deer, I would say. There's a little side trail over there. These are all snowmobile trails. You could see somebody went here not too long ago, probably earlier today. This is the terrain here. Look at this beautiful Black Hills forest. One thing that's noticeably different here from New York is that it's a lot drier. There's not as many creeks and streams. There's like these little ditch areas here, but they're all dried up, and in the Catskills. Here's some deer tracks here. In the Catskills or upstate New York, you have water everywhere. There's streams, creeks, lakes, ponds.
Deer. Look.
Looks like I scared the deer with my loud voice. There were some deer up there. I just caught a glimpse of the whitetail. These are whitetail deer. Here's some more tracks. Probably a fawn. Maybe we'll see them still. This classic deer habitat here. Here are the tracks from the deer that we just flushed out. Ran up into the woods there. See the little hoof prints. It looks like a whitetail deer. There's some more tracks from the deer. They hang out on these roads probably. This is that experimental forest. You see they mark some of the trees they're going to take down. And it creates some open areas, which is good for deer and different animals. It's good for the forest. I'm going to show you guys some of this beautiful open terrain here. It's open woods. It's gorgeous. Got some, looks like fox poop or a small coyote. So far no mountain lion tracks. Lots of deer though. Lots and lots of deer. No mountain lions. Haven't seen any tracks of mountain lions yet. This looks like good Bigfoot country too. Could be some squatch up here. Just look at this beautiful Black Hills terrain. Look at those ponderosa pines. It's a beautiful area, guys. Snow coming down, light flurries. So far, no mountain lion tracks. So far, no mountain lions, guys, but it's my first day out actually hiking here in the Black Hills. So, you know, I kind of just picked one trail that I saw. It's actually just a snowmobile trail, and we just started walking. But it's beautiful out here. You guys got to come out here and check it out. Got a lot of deer activity here. Look at all these tracks. Definitely plenty of food for a mountain lion. Got a lot of steep terrain over here. On the right side you got all these ravines. It's definitely mountain lion habitat. Surprised there's so many whitetails over here. I didn't expect that. Look at all these whitetail tracks everywhere. Looks like a fawn there. A lot of whitetail activity. Such a resilient animal, the whitetail deer. Whitetail deer are even all the way up into Alaska. I believe there's even whitetail in Alaska, southern parts of Alaska. They're very tough animals. They can withstand extremely cold temperatures. They're very fast and agile. They can get away from predators. In my opinion, hunting a whitetail is one of the hardest types of hunting you could do. I think they're harder to hunt than elk, honestly, because elk are not as wary as the whitetails, and the whitetails hang out in dense brush, wooded areas like this. So, you know, they like to keep themselves hidden. Versus the elk will go far away from people, but they'll be out in open terrain, open hillsides where you can stalk up to them. But, you know, whitetail deer, they like to stay in these dense wooded areas. They're just really hard to hunt, you know, unless you know exactly where they're at. And they're Alright guys, we didn't see any mountain lions, just those deer and some of the coyote tracks, but it was nice to hike around the Black Hills in a secluded area. We're pretty far away from any main roads here, and they have this young forest initiative here. What they do is they thin out some of the trees to create some browsing habitat for the deer and different animals. It's a very common practice in you know, it's good for the timber companies, and it's also good for the habitat. It provides some young forests which provide food for the deer and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos from the Black Hills, and as always, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 P's: prepare, practice, and persevere. We're just driving back from the hiking area. A lot of snowmobile trails here. Totally in the middle of nowhere. Miles and miles away from civilization. Definitely need a good survival kit, good car, 4-wheel drive, a lot of survival knowledge, because if you get stranded out here, you're on your own. No one's coming. So, but it's totally gorgeous here in the Black Hills. It's really secluded. I love it here. It's awesome. Reminds me of the Catskills back home, but just a lot more mountainous, a lot higher elevations. A lot of snowmobile trails here as well.